everybody, Tracy / Adora, here with your pick a charm this time. You know what? I was waiting and I was looking for different things because, like I've mentioned before in my other readings, I want to have something other than just look at a pile. I want to have something on top of it. And you know what? I've been looking around to try and find something that I could, teach and learn as well as I do that. And I was having some difficulty, and then I remembered that I used to have an Etsy store. I closed it up now, but I have a bunch of my necklaces with my charms, and I have all sorts of crystals and gemstones that I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. But that's what happens when you've got a lot of time on your hands and you start mucking through things to clean up. You find stuff. So yeah, I have these little charms from for necklaces, and you know what? They are for sale if anybody's interested in buying them. Just send me a message. Let me know. I do have all sorts of. They're not very big, but they're depending on where you live. In Canada, they're $10, shipping included, everything, and then. Internationally, it gets a little bit more expensive. We're going into about $15 with shipping because they charge so much to ship stuff out. All right. UK is more so than the States, but yeah, that's it. $15. They come with a little leather thing. Okay, I didn't mean for this to be selling anything, but there you go. There, that's what that is. Sorry. I should. Anyway, so here we go. If you know what, if you haven't had a chance to look at the three piles, you know what? Take a moment, take a deep breath, take a pause, and then just visualize them in your mind. Visualize each one is just the first one that you are more so drawn to. You know what? Pick it, and that's your pile. And then I'm hoping I will timestamp in the description which pile is where. But I hope everybody really does listen to the beginning because listen to me. I ramble. I let new things that have been going on with me and how what's been going on with me. Sometimes I hope people are interested. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and then I've also been considering a new channel, Tracy's Ramblings, and changing this one to Completely Adora's Divination. I want to leave this channel basically anything to do with tarot. I'll go over and I'll have a flip through of my decks, in case anybody's interested in seeing what the book says the card should mean. And, if they're interested in buying that deck themselves and they're not sure of what the artwork looks like, because on the packages they don't show you what all the cards inside are, and sometimes if you're like me, you resonate with the picture, the deck and everything that it entails. So I'm thinking of doing that and going over each one of my decks to put out a tutorial or a DIY or whatever, not a DIY, a tutorial on decks, and then another one on how I read and how I learned how to do it. But yeah, so Adora's Divination will stay with everything that has to do with divination. Okay, like maybe a little history on where it was and what it came from and who it entails. Because I'm a witch, that is who I am, and what, I'm not ashamed of it. So yeah, let's do that. And then on Tracy's Ramblings, I do have other interests outside of this. I've been really interested in cold cases. Doing my own little research, of certain ones. So I thought, I don't want these people to be forgotten. So I'm thinking of, doing little series and sort of that sort of thing. Just a little bit of everything. Like my whole life outside of this is going to be Tracy's Ramblings, just to keep the two separate. Because some people are just interested in the tarot and they just want, that's all they want from this. And you know what? And I understand that and I completely respect that. And if this is what you want from me, then this is what I will give you. And then, you know what? If you're interested in that other part of me, well, then you can go over and subscribe to that channel, Tracy's Ramblings. Subscribe to that one. There's no videos on there yet. I'm just getting everything set up for it. But I do have a couple of videos already made that I have to edit and put on. So there will be something coming there soon. So yeah, so if you want to head over, I will put the link down below if you want to subscribe to a channel that has no videos yet, because you're interested to see what I have to come out. You know what? Go for it, please. That you know what? That'll give me that little bit more of an oomph to keep myself going. Because like I mentioned in my pink full moon video, that I didn't realize that people look forward to this, and I am very sorry that I didn't post these past couple of weeks. This COVID-19 has, yeah, that's what it's done. As I don't want to say this every time, as I mentioned in my other video, you know, to repeat myself, but there are those that only haven't watched it and they're watching this. So there we go, double information. Repeating myself is all good. As someone who is just learning about empathy, my own, and how to cut myself off from everybody else's emotions and energy, and just trying to keep myself in. It's been very difficult having everybody in my house 24/7. Now I do have a full house. My husband and I, we live in the downstairs of our house, where we do have a walkout basement, a walkout patio door, so I have access to the outside. I don't do stairs very well. So and then upstairs, my daughter has moved in with us to help me out when my husband works. She is taking care of, if you can hear all the stomping that are in my videos, those are my two grandbabies. My I want to say 15-month-year-old granddaughter and my 3-year-old grandson. So those are the ones that are running upstairs, that I do apologize if you hear that, but you know what, that's my life, that's my video, and you're going to hear it because this is when I do them. So yeah, so, and then her husband. So we do have a house full, and if someone's having a bad day, it's really hard to find a place that I can go and just kind of, because everybody's here and nobody has really a space that they can go to. So luckily I have this room now that we were doing some fixer-uppers in here, so I didn't have my room available for a little while, so another reason why there was no readings done. And also I was kind of going through my own little health things that I was struggling through, and yeah, and I honestly, if I thought that people would have missed my videos, I really would have done them. I just thought it was like, oh, it's there, I'll do it. I didn't think anybody really looked forward to them. So, with that being said, I apologize to everyone that has missed it, and I will try my best not to miss a weekly video again. I will try. Again, I cannot guarantee which day will come out. As I've said before in other videos, those of you that suffer from mental health can understand when a bad day is a bad day, and sometimes things can't be done. And then also with my disability with my back, sometimes I just can't sit up here and do a video. So but I will do my best to get a pick-a-pile video done at least once a week. Alrighty, so I am sorry for that. So now let's get into the readings. So I'm not sure how to do this, if everybody wants to learn the meanings behind everything, because I don't know if I should go through all of them in the beginning, and so everybody can learn a little bit about everything and just have to no, they can hear all these, and then go to their pile. In my mind, I think that is the best way everybody learns, and then they hear and they have to listen to me chat in the beginning, and then they go to their pile that they have picked. Or do you want me to, this one is pile 1, and then I go on and I do pile 2 and give the, you know, the meaning behind the next one. So you let me know in the comments which one you prefer. I will do the way I think it works. But you know what? I'm out to make you happy. So yeah, you let me know what works for you. I will do it this way for now, and we'll see how it goes from here. Okay. Yeah, my intro is going on a little longer than I expected it to. I am sorry. And now as per the first one, the Peridot. Now, I have an app that I use that I get all of my information from, and it's great. It's on hand at all times. This is not sponsored by anybody by any means, but I just want to let you know so that you know what if I don't expect. If you can remember everyone, that is great. I want your brain, but I can't. And I every now and then I just you know what? There's something about something, and you know what? It's easy for me to search for if I have my phone instead of my book, which I do have my grimoire that I have all of them written down. This is easier. So the first app that I use is called Crystal's Light. I don't know if you can get it on iPhone. I have an Android. I have a Samsung. So again, no. And this is what I use, and it has like a whole bunch. I hope you can see this. I don't know about the glare in the computer, but I hope you can see that. It has all of them. It has a great description. Plus, I have another one that I use. It's called Crystal Gemstones. Now, those are the two right here. Crystal's Gemstone and Crystal's Light. Those are the two I use in regards to finding out information for, you know, if I'm looking for a certain one. Now, this one, it gives you, you know, you've got a search option and, you know, you put it in. Now, the only thing with this one, I find it doesn't have all of them, but it has a great description for those that it does have. Okay, so here's Peridot, and it gives the Peridot meaning and the spiritual properties as well. So you know what? If you want to download those apps and follow along as I do them, perfect. But that is where I get my information from. Okay, that is where I follow along. So let's start with the Peridot. Now the Peridot meaning, also known as chrysolite or olivine. I've never heard those ones myself. I guess it depends on where you are. Okay. Commonly green, but it can also come in brown, yellow, or red. So yeah, so you know, that's a lot of things about some crystals and gemstones. You think it's one thing because it's a color, but then, you know, it also comes in other colors, so it can really make it confusing. So that's why having a visual picture sometimes is really, really good. Okay, so now the physical energy properties. Assists with a lot of organs in the body, including the spleen, heart, lungs, the thymus, the gallbladder, the pancreas, liver, intestines, and the stomach. It can help with ulcers and irritable bowel syndrome, as well as Crohn's disease and detoxification. Can also assist in childbirth and detoxing. So yeah, I guess if you're trying to detox or any of those other, if you have issues, you know, try a, I want to say try a cleansed charged crystal. You know, try wearing it, cleanse it and charge it yourself. You know, get your energy into it and get the healing energy of you know, the sun, the moon, everything, and wear it and see what it does for you. You know, it's hey, it's nothing. It can't hurt. It's a gemstone. Or a crystal, I should say. The emotional energy properties helps lessen sadness, depression, jealousy, anger, and laziness. Also helps reduce feelings of guilt and burdens. Assist in learning how to be your primary source of validation instead of seeking validation externally. Helps move forward and releases negative self-sabotaging behaviors. Shows you how to take responsibility for your life and learn from your mistakes. So, another really good thing. The chakras, well, it is a green chakra, so it also represents the heart. Like many green crystals and gemstones, peridot is associated with the heart chakra. It's also helpful to the solar plexus chakra and letting go of the past. Now, it is connected with Virgo, Leo, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. So there we go. Now this app here goes into a lot of the history of it and where it's, you know, it goes back to 1500 BC. It has roots in ancient Egypt. You know what? If you are interested in a lot more of what this stone is about, you go on over and you know, get this app. It's great. It gives you a lot of information. Like, yeah, like my goodness. It's located in the Egyptian Red Sea. Now peridot is mined in Russia, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Brazil, Pakistan, and the United States. So yeah, you know, really great app. Go over and get it. Now, that was the peridot. Now let's take a search here and see what the Red Jasper gives us. Now, Jasper is another one of those stones that can come in different colors. There's yellow jasper, there's gold jasper. Um, this one, Red Jasper specifically, is a stone of protection and stability. It inspires a positive attitude, increasing your energy level and motivation to encourage you to take action in your life. So this is one of those get up and goes. All right. Physical energy properties. A stone of health detoxifies and strengthens the circulatory system, liver, and blood. It helps to dissolve blockages in the bile ducts or liver. So there you go. Again, charge and cleanse. Every stone, every crystal, every gemstone you get in your house, always cleanse it and charge it. Definitely, definitely do that. You don't want to bring in somebody else's bad mood. No, no. The emotional energy of properties, a grounding stone that helps with anxiety, panic attacks, and obsessive compulsive disorder. Now, we all have that. It grounds energy and rectifies unjust situation. It helps to bring problems to light before they become too big and also provides insight into difficult situations. A nurturing stone that soothes anxiety so that you can focus on other things. It helps you to deal with conflicts and approach problems with creative solutions. Helps you to take on new pursuits. The spiritual energy, Red Jasper stabilizes the aura and strengthens your boundaries. The chakras, it stimulates the base chakra and assists rebirthing. Now, its astrological signs are Aries and Taurus. And then again, all this stuff is in here. Its source is Brazil and India. So that is the Red Jasper. Now, let's check out turquoise. Turquoise is a beautiful, beautiful stone. I love turquoise. I have quite a few pairs of earrings that are turquoise. Beautiful stone. Turquoise, a true balancing stone. Turquoise has been worn and used for years for its energy balancing benefits. It also looks beautiful, which is why it's a popular choice for jewelry and even as additional flair to clothing and accessories. The physical energy balances many areas of the body and is known as a multi-purpose stone. Not only is it effective in boosting the immune system, but it's also beneficial to the muscular, skeletal, circulatory, digestive, and respiratory system, and will help relieve any disease or illness that affects these systems. It also strengthens the subtle energy body and the meridians, which are energy channels throughout the body, reduces the severity of panic attacks. So another one, remember, cleanse and charge. Emotional energy, an excellent stone for those who are very empathic and sensitive. I guess I should be wearing this in my house right now. It will prevent you from taking on others people's emotions. See, this is why I like doing this, because then I learn as well, and you learn. I am definitely going to be wearing this stone, definitely changing it up. It can help to stimulate a higher sense of empathy to connect to another person's experience, provides a balance of the masculine, feminine energies, a stone of strength and courage, stability, and inner calm. Chakras related to the throat chakra and self-expression. The astrological signs, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Pisces are all connected to turquoise. Egypt was big connection to turquoise. You look at any, if you follow Egypt, like I love Egypt. I'm so drawn to Egypt. I swear to God, one of these days I'm going to get there. I am going to get there, and I think that is where everything that I am feeling, everything that I'm learning and I'm growing into, I have a feeling that is where I need to be to find where I will. Learn everything like that is how drawn I am to Egypt, and I really hope that I can get there and become who I'm learning to be, because that is my, so that a little bit, see, again, rambling. Turquoise. So yeah, really, really good stone. You know what? I'm really. I just noticed something as I'm even holding it. How it says it's related to the throat chakra. I don't know if you noticed that earlier. I struggle with words, and with my hearing going as well as getting a little bit even. I notice myself every now and then. I catch myself that I'm not saying a word as pronounced like it should be. So, but I noticed myself saying a few words that I had issues with when I'm holding this, that I kind of got through it easier. Now we can go that to this is the third stone, and I've been talking for 20 minutes that things are just getting easier. But you know what? Believe what you want to believe. I believe because I was holding on to this. Don't want to be rude or crude or anything, but you know what? I want to keep this on me as I do this reading just because I am feeling a really good strength. Like it's warm in my hand right now. So I'm going to hold on to this and you know what? Here, let's switch this up. Let's switch this up. No, here. There we go. I apologize. That was my first thought when I said I didn't want to be rude or crude, but you know what? For the men that are watching this, women do that, and for the women that watching this, we all do that. So there you go. So that is the turquoise. Again, if you want to find out and follow these things for yourself, these apps are great. I There's one of them that I did pay for, but it was a one-time fee. And I'm thinking it's crystal gemstones, but like I said, it was a one-time fee. It wasn't very much, and it gave me a lot more information. But yeah, there you go. So that are those are the gemstones. So yeah, so there we go. I think I've rambled enough for the beginning of this, and we're going to start getting into these readings. So here we go. Hi. Now, so this is for those that picked pile number one, which was the Peridot, that little green gemstone that I talked about in the beginning. So let's see here. Hold on. I've got a coffee cup. Cheers. Can't keep that on the table. My table's a little too wobbly. I'm going to make a mess all over my tablecloth, and I don't want to do that. All right. So, ooh. Oh, someone's getting tired. All right, let's see here. Come on. Come on. All right, there we go. Okay, so Nine of Wands is what thrown up at me, and that one's telling me that someone's tired. Someone has been up at the defensive for so long that they're wearing down. They're getting weak. Their time is almost coming to an end. All right, and then we've had the Lovers. Okay, but at least they're not alone, so that's a good sign. High Priestess. Let's see, where am I going with all of this? And then the King of Cups. King of Swords. Ooh, Seven of Wands. There's that. Seven of Swords. Ace of Wands. Okay. Okay. Put the bright light on, eh? Shoot. Sorry, I got a glare on my cards, and sometimes it's hard for me to see what is what here. Okay, so now let me just go back and refresh myself here. Don't want that on. Let's see here. Go back into my app that I was using for the jumpsuits. I just want to see something, just to refresh my memory. If I'm not mistaken with this one. Yeah, it has to do with the heart. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what this is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This I'm getting a really strong relationship type vibe on this one. Um, well, especially with getting the lovers, there's been some conflict at home. Like both of you are kind of like, okay, like especially like look where we are, of course, right? We're all in quarantine. We're all stuck in our caves, in our homes, and things can be really really difficult. And you know what? You got to remember what comes out of your mouth. You can't take back. All right, even if you apologize for it, you can't take it back, and it's always out there. All right, and even if you know you try to get yourself over it, and you say, yeah, you know, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, but it's always here, and you're always thinking about it. All right, so this is just something, especially right now with us all being stuck in our homes. Watch what you say because you can't take it back. All right. So, especially as I'm just getting a strong one, especially with this reading, with it being, I'm getting a strong feeling of relationship. Um, Nine of Wands, yet getting tired, up at the defensive. You just don't know what to do. And then the Lovers card. That one is telling me that you know what there is a love there. There's a strong passion there. There's a good partnership, a good camaraderie against for the two of you. Okay, it's like this, and that's what needs to be remembered. Alrighty, and then we've got the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess, I'm gonna strong feel this is who you are, and not so much the feminine. Remember that, where this is. Into themselves, you've kind of retreated into yourself is what I want to say. You've got a lot going on up in here, and it's not coming out, and it's making the relationship kind of feel like there's something being held back. Okay, they can always get that feeling of when something's not being said, and you know what, sometimes it's, you know what, it's a good thing to process it first, definitely. But if it's something that's continuing, it can get, you know. Okay, and then we've got the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is showing me that there, you know, things have started to be, you've gotten settled, gotten used to this routine, gotten, you know, sometimes that can be an issue as well, where there's no, you don't feel like there's anything to learn because you know everything there is about that other person, you know. And sometimes that, you know, that's not the case. That's never the case, because there's always more to learn, because we're always growing. All right, we just need to ask the right questions. That is where we need to go with this. And then we've got the King of Swords, and that one is kind of giving me the vibe on who they are and where they're coming from, where they are very standing in their beliefs, their opinions. They can be very domineering. It's like it's my way, and it's very rare that they will give, and sometimes that is fine, because a lot of other a lot of partners in a relationship like that need that. Okay, they're not good at making decisions, and you know what, and that's fine if that is who you have. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't get this as being anything bad. But you know, and then the Seven of Wands came up, and another one of being at a defensive. So we've kind of got the two of you um just kind of like, no, you can't get any further, I'm not giving you any more. And that can be really really hard on a relationship when and at this point it's more of just because they're annoying, because you've been stuck in the same place for so long. Okay, like we're you know, it's who knows when we're gonna be able to leave our house again. Okay, and then we've got the Seven of Swords. That one, like the if you find the common ground, the knowledge is there. Find something intellectually. That's a word that I mean. Um, find something that the two of you can learn together. Find something that a common interest that you're not. It's not always right in your face. You might have to search for it a little bit, but find that common interest. Okay, because it's there. And then we have the Ace of Wands, where you know what, this is going to be that refresher, that this is going to be that, okay, yeah, we can get through this. Okay, things are tough right now, and they are. And like I said, both of you have kind of closed yourself off on everything. But what you need to do is just, like I said, it's really hard right now. But this is who you are. All right, you need to remember that this is who you are. This is the, don't think that because if you can't live with somebody in this type of situation that they're not for you, because no, nobody can stay with the same person 24/7 and have no time for themselves or outside socialism or communication. That your relationship's going to make it, because it's going to be hard. There's going to be arguments. You're going to get on each other's nerves. That is what's going to happen. So you need to search and find that one thing and find that way and talk about it. Discuss it. Okay? Don't keep anything in. Don't be that standoffish. Don't be that, no, I don't want to talk to you. I'm done. I'm done. Like, no, don't be that way, because you know what? These are together for a reason. Alrighty? And then we have the world. Um, this is going to end. Not the relationship. This whole thing, that how we're living right now, is going to end, and things are going to rejuvenate. You know, like things are going to. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have taken break. I shouldn't have, because now all the words are gone. I can't think of the words. Words are hard. Um, the world is your oyster. Like, it's pretty much what it is. This is going to work out for you, okay? And then I got the Ten of Swords, and I'm not too sure how this one is sitting with me right now. So I'm going to pull a few more cards, because I don't like how, not that I don't like, I just don't understand how this one is coming into play with the rest of the readings. So we're going to pull a few, and then we have the Five of Swords. Wow. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Two of Cups. Okay. Yeah. No, no. There's going to be, and then we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. Yeah. Like this is going to be tough. It's indoors. You need to, like, put your pride, put your, yeah, don't be afraid of looking silly or acting silly. Be a child, have some fun, okay? Because there's things that are going to end. This is all going to end. The Ten of Swords and then the Five of Swords. These two are telling me more of how this has been caused to us. We didn't make this. Okay, this has been caused to us, and some relationships are going to be are not going to make it through this, which is sad, because some people feel it's easier to give up than to keep on working. Okay, so now let me emphasize a little bit more on that. There's working and working and working and working and working on one side, and you know what, and then it doesn't work out. Okay, um, but what I'm talking about is more of, oh, I had an argument. Okay, I want a divorce. You know, like, or the ones that don't talk to their partner about anything and just boom, I want a divorce, without letting them know that there was a problem to begin with. All right, that's the type of people, type of situations that I'm talking about. Okay, everything takes work, and that's all this as well. All right, this is a big test. This is a big test for us. Okay, this really is, and we need to sit back and open our eyes and realize what is going on. All right, and we can't control what's outside our own doors. We have no control over that right now, but we can control what goes on inside our doors, and that is where we need to keep our focus. All right, that is what I'm seeing here. We need to keep our focus on where we started, on where we're coming from before this happened. Okay? Yeah, you can sit here right now because, yeah, we got a lot more time to think, because we're thinking that we're limited on what we can and can't do. And you know what? We're not. The only limitations that there are is our own imagination. We've got the internet. We've got the resources to find anything to do. Okay, look around your house. If all you have is like a skipping rope, well, Google what to do with a skipping rope. You might get a few ideas. Um, might bring a little more spice into your relationship. Uh, just saying. That's all. I'm just saying. And you know what? And I know I say this is based a lot on a relationship with a partner and everything, but this is also can be resonate with somebody who is alone, because you find out a lot of who you are when you're stuck with just yourself. You know, you could find out some things about yourself that you didn't like or that you didn't know you had. And again, this is one of those things that no, I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to use this for a time of self learning or self growing. I'm just going to. That's it. You know what? But you know what? You can't. You got to open up your eyes and realize what's out there. Okay, so with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Swords, this didn't happen to us. It's like we're stabbed in the back. Is pretty much what this is. Like we've got no control over this. This came to us from behind. We had no idea that, like, bam, it had happened in China, and then next thing you know, pandemic. Okay, this happened to us, right? We didn't see it coming, and it came. Five of Swords. Yes, there's going to be relationships lost. There's going to be people lost. We're going to lose in this situation, but we got to remember what we still have. Okay, and the Two of Cups came up. Okay, the Two of Cups and the Lovers. We've got to. I know I'm a little all over the place with this one, with outdoors and indoors, and you know what? I want people to realize that this will end. We might have to learn a new way of living, but you know what? This will end, and we'll learn, and we will adapt because that is who we are. And you've got to remember who you were going into this, and don't lose that person. Okay, who you were before this started. You need to remember that, and remember that the person that you're with is going through it as well. And not everything helps one person the same as it'll help somebody else. So we've got to remember that we each all have our likes, our tastes. What works for me might not work for you. Okay, so we need to remember that. And then the Queen of Wands came up. Now this card is like, that's it. Yeah, we've got both of them. No, where is it? No, we don't. We have the swords. See, these two to me are a lot of very similar in regards to partnership, because I find they work well together because they're both very strong cards, and that is who we will be at the end of all this. All right, that is who you will be at the end of all this. You will be stronger for it. You will have a better relationship for it if you just put the little bit of work involved in keeping that going. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Let's go to the butterflies. Let's go to the butterflies and see if we're all on the same page here. Yeah, this is this pandemic is I was talking to my husband saying I can I had a vision of me sitting down talking to like my great grandchildren, talking, what are you let me tell you about the pandemic of 2020. And yeah, it's this is our thing. This is our generation's thing that we have to get through, okay? And we will get through it. We all will, together. We will get through this. End of an era. All right, that's it. That's it. This is our thing. This is our thing, and it too will pass. It will pass. Let's see here. What do we got? Ooh, infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. See, it's there. Sometimes you need to look a little harder for it than others, uh, but it's there. And once you realize how to see it, how you found it, um, you're going to see it more often. It's going to be there more often. You'll learn where to look for it. Okay, and it won't be as hard. It won't be as hard. Let's see what the fairies have to say. My feisty little fairies. My feisty little fairies. Alrighty. Okay. Business venture. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. You know what? There's something else to consider over this whole thing. Um, you know, again, like I said, as part of this whole knowledge and learning about each other, why don't you try to figure out something that, you can do something as a little sideline? Like if some of you, might have a hand, a good hand at I don't know, computers and web design or something, and your partner might be a little bit more of the imaginative part that could give you ideas, and that's just something. you know there's, if you're good at woodworking, or there's lots of things out there if you ask the right questions. Ask the right questions. And that sometimes it's going to take a little bit work to figure out what those questions are, uh, but you need to remember on who you were before this all started, and don't let all of this change who you are. Okay, especially if you went into this being a good person, happy where you were in life, and then all of a sudden you just feel like your life is upside down. You know what? Remember who you were. Remember who you were and where you came from, and this too shall pass. This too shall pass, and you'll be even stronger for it in the end. You'll be even stronger. You will. Two of Cups, Queen of Wands. That's who your relationship is going to be. It's going to be good and it's going to be strong. You just need to put that little bit of work into it to keep it there. Alrighty, so I hope this resonated well with you. If it didn't, you know what? No worries. Go back, look at the piles again. Maybe there was another stone that just pulled a little bit more, and you went because you liked the color of that one better, and you thought that was one to go for. Give it another shot. There's two other piles on top of this one. So yeah. So I hope this. I hope you get what work on that relationship. Work on that. Yeah, it's a good time to build up an inventory if you're crafty. Uh, there's lots of things out there that you can sell your stuff online. Post offices are still open. PayPal is easy to get connected to, and it's safe. I use it, and figure out something. Give something that the two of you can work on together and grow together, because infinite abundance is pouring into your life. Alrighty. So again, there you go. This is pile one, the Peridot stone. And like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share this video out with everybody. Let them have a little bit of fun and see what the cards have to say for them. See what pile they pick and see if they resonate with what's being said. Alrighty, so there you go, pile one. I hope you all have a great day. Don't forget, also Instagram, Twitter, at Adora Tiger Lily. That is where I am there, and plus I also have after, I think it's Adora's Ramblings. Twitter, and links are down below. Alrighty, you all have a great day. Thanks, everybody. Hi there, everybody. Alrighty, pile number two, those who picked the Red Jasper. The little heart, the little heart, the little heart. Alrighty, my cards are getting a little sticky. And you know what, like I said, I want to show you everything, the whole process of what I do to get my cards. So I always keep, I have a little bowl here. I always keep a stick of sage in here. Um, Plus, before I do any readings in here, I burn some incense to clear the air of any negative any energies. Because my daughters do use this room as well. They come in here for privacy sometimes. My youngest daughter, she's 16, and well, we can all know what energies go through 16-year-old little girls. I'm sorry, yes, she is still a little girl, and all four of my daughters will always be little girls. They can argue with me all they want. There we go. All right, let's just clean these cards out a little bit. They're feeling a little thick, a little heavy, a little thick, a little heavy. See, like I said, I have my little bowl here. I'm gonna have to clean it out soon of my ash. And I keep the ash. I mix it up with some salt, and I make myself black salt, which can be used for many things. Don't let the word black make you think negative, because it's not. It's just more or less gives my salt a little more oomph. And if you follow me on my Facebook group, you'll know that I'm trying to remind everybody of the first Friday of the month that we should always salt our doors to help bring in abundance and prosper throughout the month, and also helps keep some negativity out. You know, we should always do another way to do that is keep a white candle at your door. But not everybody likes to burn candles, and I can respect that. I can understand that. But yeah, I might go through a bunch of easier little things for you all to do. Do that in another video. Alright, sorry, this one's taken me a lot longer to get started than all the other ones. But, we'll show you the whole... there. Nicer flow. Oh, and one popped out. Oh, 7 of Wands. Quit arguing at home, people. I know we're stuck. I know we're all in the same roof. But you know what? We've got to remember we're all in the same boat. What we're going through, they're going through as well. All right. Everybody's got to stop arguing. Yeah, it seems to be a common theme among readings lately, especially with all this, is that people are starting to get annoyed with each other under the same roof, and we need to remember that they're going through it just like we are. Okay, so be the bigger person if you can, and it'll all be over. It'll all be over soon. So all right, yeah, I'm saying all that because the 7 of Wands is what came up. All right, there's a lot of. All right, Princess of Wands. We're off to a good start. 10 of Swords. Oh, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Wands. Okay. Justice card. Where are we going? The Tower. Okay. Something big is going to end soon for whoever picked this pile. The Fool. And then we've got a fresh new start. Oh my. 4 of Swords. And then Rebirth. Okay, I guess for some of you, this might just be, the first thing that's coming to my head is like the, what's the old saying go, the straw that broke the camel's back? Like especially being in this type of situation, it's more or less bringing your thoughts and stuff to confirmation, like things are proving that, okay, no, that's not in my imagination. All right, that's what I'm. Okay, so we've got the Princess of Wands. This is this card is a card of, this is who I am. I'm very proud, very happy, and you're on the move. Okay, you're on the move. There's things you want to do. There's things you want to go. Then we have the 10 of Swords, which is watch yourself. Okay, there's things that are going to come at you that are you're not expecting it. Okay, there's a surprise coming, and it's not a good one. Okay, it's not a good one. 7 of Pentacles is telling me you're going to cost you a little bit. Okay. Ace of Wands. But that is telling me that, you know what, there's going to be a really, really good beginning after this. There's this going to be... okay, let's keep on going. The Justice card. Okay. And then with the Justice card, we have the Towers that came up after that. So what I'm getting from this is there's going to be some type of yin and yang balance that isn't working out anymore. Okay, the balance is too much on the one side. Okay, that's where I'm getting with this. The balance is only one-sided, that you're going to jump ship and say, you know what, I've had it, I'm done. Okay, that crack of lightning is going to hit, and you're going to start off fresh. All right, it's going to be like, you know what, this is it, I'm done. I'm done. I've had it, and I'm off. And then we have the Fool that came up after that, which, okay, let me just go where my thinking is with this one. We've got the Fool, then we've got the Four of Swords. Okay, now with the Fool, it represents an innocence, an unknown, a walking out into something that you have no clue on. Okay, then we have the Four of Swords, and that one is more of sitting and contemplating. Okay, you're sitting back. I'm done. I'm contemplating what's going on, where I got to go, what my next move is, and what my next step is. Okay, because it's going to be a decision that's going to affect you. How do I want to say this? Not more of like it's a step that you're going to do. Okay, you need to contemplate that. And then there's rebirth. Okay, so to get rebirth, for my thinking, okay, the Fool, the Four Swords, and the rebirth all together in one reading is telling me that, you know what, and especially with the Justice and the Tower card, the Ace of Wands, there's an ending to something in your life right now that you're going to end up being on your own, in a sense. Okay, that you're going to be on your own. You're walking out of this with not knowing where you're going, but there's something that's going to happen that's really not going to give you any choice. Okay, that is where I'm getting with the Ten of Swords, and then with the Justice and the Tower card that came up after that. That's where it's telling me that things are going to get to a point where, you know, especially with the Justice card in the middle of all of this, that it's going to be almost like too much, I'm done. Okay, too much, I'm done. And that's why the Towers came up after that, and why it's kind of like such a quick decision where you're going into some place where you don't know. Okay, where the Fool came up at, like, it's unknown territory where you're going. Like, it's just such a quick decision that has come up that you have no choice. Okay, that you're going to go, and you know, it's not a bad way to end. Okay, it really isn't. It's just you're going out into the unknown. Okay, because of the choice was taken away from you. And then with the Four of Swords, you're going to have time in between there. You're going to have the time to contemplate what your next move is. Okay, and then you're going to figure that out with the Rebirth card. This one here is again coming out fresh. Like, but you've made your decision and you know where you're ready to go. Okay, so like a lot of this is like, yeah, like. It's, I don't want to say, I'm getting a strong feeling that this isn't a relationship so much as it is of where you were working. Like, it can, I guess it can kind of go both ways depending on your situation, but it's also got some financial losses with this. So where I'm kind of going, especially with the coronavirus and with the Ten of Swords of the decision taken away from us, is where I'm kind of sitting with that. And people are losing money from work and stuff, and people have lost their jobs over this. Okay, so I'm getting a feeling that this can apply. Like, I don't like doing things that's either this or it's either that, but in this case, that's kind of what it is. It's either this or it's either that. It depends on your situation. Like, I guess where I'm getting kind of more is that if this is something, like, you know what, let's before I go way off base and But right now, that's kind of like, I'm going to pull some more cards. Prince of Wands. Okay, that's you starting that new thing. And then we've got the Sun, that fresh start. And then we've got the Lord. Yeah, I'm still not any further ahead. Oh my. This might be just one of those where it can apply to both. It really can. Because that's where I'm sitting here with this confusion in my head. Because usually, like I said, I'm with my own intuition. I'm really learning really well on how to go just with what the first message is. You know, that is what it is, and there's no other message that I'm getting out of this. Okay, you might look at and get something else, but with what I'm being told, there is. But with this one, it's a really strong either or both. Okay. Um, so yeah, let's go into the butterflies here and see what they have to tell me. Let's see here. Yeah, because like there's not a huge amount of financial loss in this, because it's one of those that, because like I said, the decision was taken from you, and at this point, with the justice card and having that balance, the balance not being there, that, like I said, you're going to jump ship with the tower and starting and venturing out into something that you don't know. But you know, that's, like I said, it's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with learning new things. Um, all right, where are we? New career. Okay. I guess that answers that one. All right, let's see. Do the Sacred Traveler. Let's see. Let's see. Now, like with the Prince of Wands coming out, that's telling me that, you know what, you're going to, you're ready to go. You're starting out on that path, and you're ready to go with all the gung ho that is in you. You've got the energy, the exuberance. You're ready to go. Okay, that's with the Prince of Wands. And then with the Sun, that's another card of beginnings and innocence and freshness and things starting out. And then the Lord is what I'm getting, is where things will end. That you will sit there and be proud of where you are and have come around. And you know what? You're kind of sitting there like, yeah, you thought you had me, but you didn't. I got you. Okay, that's kind of what the Lord is what I'm getting off of this. Okay, and then with the Sacred Traveler, infinite abundance. So yeah, things are, abundance is pouring into your life. So things are looking bad. You're you know, you're up at the defense. You're struggling. You're getting through with what you can. That's the one that popped out at me. Okay, and then with the Princess of Wands, that, you know, yeah, you're standing strong and you're trying your best. You're trying your best to keep things going. But then the Ten of Swords comes up, and you know what? It's one of those that's a battle lost. The Seven of Pentacles telling me, you know what, you're going to have a little bit of a financial loss. It's not going to be like huge. It's not going to be huge, because the Ace of Wands, that's going to be a new opportunity that's going to develop for you. The Justice and the Tower card, those two cards are telling me, you know what, there's a yin yang, a balance there that isn't balanced, and you're going to say, you know what, fine, I'm done with that, and I'm going to move on to something else. And it's going to be a whole new fresh start for you, most definitely. But you know what, look forward to it. Don't let it get you down, and don't be afraid of it, because you know the cards are telling you that that's what it is. Because I said so. So yeah, oh my god, there we go. There we go. Do some research. You need more information about this situation. Look into it further before proceeding. So yeah, okay, don't take it from me. uh, Figure it out. You know, think about things. Look back on where you were and where you're going. Look about where you are. You know, this is a great time for us to really do some inner reflection. YouTube is a great source of information. You know, like, yeah. And This one, I want to say it was stuck because it certainly doesn't represent now, unless it's something that you're planning in the future. Because, yeah, travel. An upcoming trip proves to be life changing in positive ways. So, the only thing I've been getting from this is that if this epidemic, or sorry, this pandemic ever ends, um, you have something planned that maybe is going to give you the idea of where this sun is, because like the Prince of Wands can represent a trip as well. So yeah, that could be, but I guess the cards have definitely told me that this has to do with has to do with I want to say career, education, that sort of thing. Okay, if you're in school, then maybe you're not in the right course. Okay, maybe it's something that you really want to do, but don't take it too strong to heart that even though you want to do it, you might not have the skill to do it. Like I always wanted to be work in forensics. I don't have the brain for it. Oh God, no. And that's fine. That's fine. That's who I am. All right. Yes, I can train myself to it, but it's a lot of work. And you know what? I went to school to be a lab technician, and I did love it. But to be honest with you, I don't remember most of what I learned. So yeah. So figure out what this is representing for you. Like I said, it's either school or work. That sort of area. That is what this reading is telling you. This is a message that the whoever it is thought you needed to hear. Okay, so I hope this resonated well with you. If it didn't, you know what? Go pick another pile. It's not the end of the world if this one didn't resonate with you. Some do, some don't. This is a reading for the collective. So, collective. I feel like I'm in Star Trek. I don't like saying that word collective. Yeah, I feel like I'm in Star Trek, and I should have. What were the names? Post it down below. I don't remember the names. Who took off Captain Picard and made him into that selfless, unfeeling robot. Gosh. Okay. Anyways, this is it. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Share me out. Share me out. I will try my best to get these done weekly. I'm going to do my best to get these done weekly, and hope you all enjoy them. Alrighty, so that was for pile number 2, the Red Jasper. You all have yourselves a very, very good day. Bye, everybody. Hi there, everybody. Alrighty, so these are those who picked pile number 3. That is their turquoise. Yeah, I put it on my necklace for this a little better there than where I originally put it. Yeah, so okay. Let's see. Yeah, don't anybody pause it on that look on my face. My God, that'd be make a meme. I'm so behind on all that stuff. Okay, let's see. What do we have for the turquoise? Turquoise. All right. Princess of Pentacles. I like that card. Oh, Rebirth. 4 of Swords. 3 of Wands. The Wheel. High Priestess. 5 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Queen of Cups. Okay, I see some new starts going on here. There's an idea you've been thinking of. There's something that is either you've been thinking of or you're starting it. You're at the baby steps of it. You're just inkling, and you're still getting all your facts together. That's the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, that's somebody who is as my grandson would say, I have an idea. That's what I get from this card. Okay, you've got something there, and you want to work on it. Okay, because now is the time to do it. Now is the time to start getting all that stuff done. Because like rebirth, it's going to be a new beginning for you. It's going to be something that it's like a fresh start. Like you're walking through the gates. Okay, then we've got the Four of Swords. Now, this card is telling me, like right now, like I said, you've got the time to get everything together, contemplate, get everything in order. You know, get your ducks in a row, make sure your I's are dotted, T's are crossed, make sure everything is in order and ready to start. Because once this whole thing is over, it's when you're going to start getting your things on the go. Because there we have the Three of Wands. That's going to be those new seeds that you're planted. That's going to be that this idea coming to fruition. Okay, that's going to be you working on it and getting things going. And then we have the Wheel. Again, this is things are going to come full circle, and it's time for you to get going. Things have happened and things have started already. You know what? Get this plan going, because now the cards are telling you now is the time to get it started. The High Priestess. All right, this card is somebody who has a lot of ideas in their head, and sometimes they need a little help getting it out there. But you know what? It's time to do it. You've got the ingenuity to do it. Okay, the High Priestess and the Magician, I find, are two, can be a little similar, but different at the same time. Okay, the High Priestess to me is somebody who thinks and knows of ways to get the job done. They won't tell anybody, and it'll be, and the next thing you know, you'll turn around and it's going to be done. All right, don't ask them how they did it, uh, but it's done. Okay, that's the High Priestess. Okay, they figure out ways to get things done, and you're going to figure out how to do this. Okay, you're going to figure it out. That's you sitting there like, and you've got that fire on your ass, and you're going to do it. Okay, you're just waiting for all this to be over because everything is there. Okay, Five of Pentacles, everything is there, and you're watching it, and you're like, oh my God, I want to do this, get it over with already, and there's that longing, and again, like the chase. You want to do it, but then there's always something else, like we have another 2 weeks. Okay, you know it's there. Ten of Wands. Don't be afraid of the work involved in doing this. Okay, right now it's going to seem easy because everything is pretty much on paper. I want to say right now, no, there's nothing that's actually been started on it. But be prepared; they're going to get harder as things progress and as things get bigger, and your idea starts to flourish. The work's going to start to pour in. Okay, it's going to be hard, and you're going to feel like you're doing it all on your own, but you know what, you'll figure it out. Because you're the High Priestess. All right, you've got that that brain that can figure things out. You know, you don't ask you how you did it, you just did it. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. And then we ended with the Queen of Cups. Like this is a beautiful card. This is somebody who's not afraid to start something new. This is somebody who is like the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. These two representing your ideas and who you are is like almost you have no fear. You have the courage to you know what, I'm going to start this. I'm going to do this. Now's the time. All right. So that's who you are. If it's been forgotten, I'm reminding you. That's who you are. You can do this. You can get yourself through this. You're not afraid of the work. As long as you're not afraid of the work, as long as the work is you've got everything in order. Because once things start to become jumbled, you lose interest and you're going to back away. Okay? Don't let that happen, because this is good. This is some, you're going to go somewhere with this. Okay? Whatever that is, you know what that is. I don't know what that is. Okay? It's your idea. So yeah, that's don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You know, you've been wanting this for so long that, you know what, now is the time for you to start getting that foundation laid. Okay, that's where you are right now. You're at the foundation stage. No, I'm sorry, you're not even at the foundation stage. You're still digging the hole. Okay, that's where you are right now. You're digging that hole. You're finding the location. You're not even digging the hole. You're finding the location to dig the hole. Oh my God, I get this image in my head now of that I don't remember what movie is was like. Oh my God. Fleas on rats. No, he's not as good as fleas on rats. He's something on the fleas on rats. It's not that this has anything to do with that. It was just the way I was going with it. And yeah, that's why I ramble. I should shut up sometimes. So there we go. So yeah, no, things, whatever this idea is, whatever this venture is that you want to do, now is the time to get it started. Now, I'm not saying this is something that's going to, oh my God, she's telling me to quit my job and start this. No, no, that's not what this is. This is just some idea that you have. Do it. Now is the time to do it. Now is the time to get those seeds started. Okay, like the pink full moon that we just had. It's a time for planting those seeds and watching it grow, and that is where you're at with this. You need to get those seeds planted. You need to find the place and to plant the seed. Now it's going to be a lot of work. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of, can I do this? But you know what? You can. And you will figure out how to make this easier, because that is just who you are. You're going to figure, I don't know if it's one of those where, um, you know what, can you just ask one for, oh, can you just carry this one thing for me? I just need you to carry this one thing for me. And they're thinking you're carrying 9 things, but let alone unbeknown to them that you've already asked 9 other friends to carry all 10 of them up for you, and you're going up empty-handed. Okay, not saying that you're afraid to do the work, but that's just the way your brain works. That you know how to get the job done is where I'm going with this. Okay, so there we go. That's what we have for that. Let's see what we have from the bitty bitty butterflies. Alrighty, here we go. Where are we going with the butterflies? Where? Oh, moving. Yeah, there we go. Get things moving. Get things moving. Now it's time. Now it's time to like I said, now it's time to start that work. Don't sit on your couch and watch TV and think, oh my God, I'm going to binge watch all 15 series of Criminal Minds. Okay, no, that's not what you're going to do through all this. Okay, yeah, sure, take that time, make a commitment to watch a couple of episodes. Okay, now this is just using this as an example, not saying but also find that time to educate yourself on where you want to go. All right, don't think that you're stuck. Don't think that you like where you were. Don't think that you have to go back to that. But, and again, I don't want you to think that I'm telling you to quit your job. Okay, I just want you to think, if you weren't happy before this, find what's going to make you happy so that you can be happy after this. Use this time to work on what's going to make you happy. Okay, that is where I'm getting with this. Okay, that is what this is telling me. Okay, Sacred Traveler. Let's see what they have to say. Sacred Traveler. Come on. Come on. Taking your time. Want to be sure of that message, eh? Oh my gosh, I can tell a story. Ah! There we go. Oh, we had 2 of them. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Okay, that's just common knowledge. Don't burn any bridges. Okay, if somebody says something that you don't like, you know what? You just kind of nod and move on. You know, don't unless something is directly directed directly towards you, in regards to anything that doesn't make you comfortable. How can I say this? All I'm saying, I guess what I want to say is, through all of this, where you want to start this fresh thing, remember to be nice and smile graciously. Okay, because you might, I don't want to say use people, but you know what, if what unless it's harming anybody, don't let what anybody says get to you too much, okay? Especially if it's in some sort of situation where you might need some help in the future, okay? I guess it's one of those where right in my head is going with you know, like suppliers, or that sort of thing. You know, if you need to buy some supplies at a store, be nice to the cashier, even they could be having a hard day, okay? That sort of thing. Grace and gratitude. Don't forget to smile, because you don't know what that other person that you're looking at is going through, okay? So smile, be happy. Don't let their bad mood come reflecting on you, all right? Try to be who you are, okay? That's where that is coming from. And then great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Yeah. See? 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 I love my cards. We're going off to the fairies now. Let's see. What do the fairies have to tell us? What do the fairies have to tell us? So I hope most of you were seen that beautiful full moon we had the other night, because it was absolutely gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous. It was really bright for actually a couple of days after. I think up until was it last night? My husband called me out and said, "Look at that moon," and yeah, it was still really. But yeah, that's like I said, full moons. If you miss it on the night of, it's usually the energy and the power is there for usually about 3 days. So if you're in that 3 day time frame, you're doing pretty good. So don't stress too much if life gets in the way and you just can't celebrate the full moon like you want to. So let's off track. Let's get into the fairies. Healing, healed, healer. Healing energy surrounds you and this situation. So, I give me a second. I just want to, not all of these, but I'm getting a really strong sense of there's somebody watching over you. Um, Someone that would want you to do this. And you've been, you know, I wonder if you can hear Milo at the door. He thinks it's supper time. I don't even think it's 1:30 in the afternoon yet. All right, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm mistaken. But no, I've got a strong feeling, like I said, that somebody is on board with you doing this. Like they're sitting there edging you on. You can do this. You've got it in you. You're strong enough. You can do this. You can do this. Um, yeah, I've gotten, okay, galactic. So this is my past life deck. I'm not. Said I'm still trying to figure it out. It's not the type of cards that I'm used to, I'll say. But you know what? Every now and then it does make sense, and when I pull it. So let's see if this makes sense to you. I do get a strong feeling though of somebody's there. I have a feeling of someone you looked up to, that no matter what you wanted to do, they're always there for you, telling you you can do it. You've got you've got the gumption to do whatever you want to do. Okay, don't let anything stop you. Put your mind to it. You can do it. That's kind of what I'm getting from this card. So you take that as what it is. I'm still working on mediumship and such. It's right now. It's more of a feeling, and I get these. Um, I get images, and words get, and phrases and stuff get like yelled at me in my head. No particular voice. I can't make out the voice, but every now and then, when I'm doing a reading, and I can't say I hate, because a lot of times something I'll say, it's like, yeah, no, that was for me, and that I like. So if this is the way that they're helping me learn, well then I hope it resonates off with you. I've got an image of an older woman with gray hair, curly hair, wearing glasses. Um, I'm getting a strong feeling of a grandmother that is telling you this is something that you talked to her about, and she's no longer here, but she's letting you know that she is still with you, that you can get through this, that you can do this. Okay, don't let it be an idea anymore, let it be a reality. Okay. So yeah, and galactic, the only thing I can get from that is that she's in the stars, and to look to her in the stars. um I hope that's something that means something to you. Okay, so there we go. That is pile number 3, the turquoise. Wow, I got a lot out of that one. Really, like seriously, I felt like a heat just kind of wash over me whenever I pulled that fairy card. So, yeah, there's something there, and I hope the message was one that you needed to hear. So there we go. So pile number 3, turquoise. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Share this out. If you think that this message was meant for somebody else, share it off. You might look at the picture of the cards and read something else. That is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. How I work with my cards is they mean something to me. You might look at them and get something else. That is fine too. Alrighty. If this didn't resonate with you, take a look at the other two. Sometimes we get something will flash and you say, no, I really like that color more. I'm going to go with that one. Sometimes that's what happens. Go back to that first gut intuition. If you're drawn for 2 of them, listen to both. They might, and they can actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they can go together. Okay? 1 and 3 could work together. 2 and 3 could work together. 1 and 2 could work together. All of them could have an intermingling meaning, if you felt drawn to more than one pile, is what I'm saying. That's where I'm getting at. So there we go. That's it for pile number 3. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and share. It really does help when you subscribe to my videos and like the video. That really does boost me up in the algorithms, is what happens. We get stuck in, because I don't have up to 100,000 subscribers, it doesn't get out there for everybody. So we need it to share. We need to get the subscriber numbers up. And you know what? I just want, I guess, everybody to hear this whenever I do it. It's just, I really feel strongly that there's a message that needs to be told to some people, and this is, I want to get that message out. Okay, that's where I am. So again, there we go. Pile number 3. I'm shutting up now. You all have a great day. Bye, everybody.